brats.
Good morning, Mr. Murdstone.
I trust you're all ready for another day's hard work.
Oh.
Silence when you groan. Let me repeat the rules of this establishment. You may not chatter, talk or gossip, and if you do, I will take great pleasure in punishing you. I know it's breakfast time, but today we have a new orphan joining us. Step this way if you please, young lady. Hi. This is Olivia. I'll delay breakfast by a few minutes while you get acquaintance. You may talk with her till I return, but don't expect treats like this every day.
Hi, Olivia. Hello. Can you tell me all about yourself? Nothing much to tell, really. I've just come from St. Francis Convent.
What was it like?
Terrible. The nuns were so strict, they never allowed us any fun.
Well, I'm on you, Olivia. You'll think of heaven compared to this place.
Oh, I can't believe that. Mother Superior rules with a rod of iron. Talk about a tyrant.
She's almost a piece of pussycat compared to Mrs. Murdstone.
She's horrible.
She's cruel. She has the foulest temper.
And why even so much as cough? We're supposed to be silent. We get punished.
Where is your convent, Olivia?
Just outside Stockport. Why didn't you leave it and come here to Manchester? I didn't leave. The nuns threw me out. I kept misbehaving.
What did you do?
I flicked ink pellets at the sisters when their backs were turned. And I drew a moustache on a picture of the order's founder. And I burped after meals.
Well, you won't burp after meals here. You're more likely to throw up.
Why? What are they like?
They're the same every day.
Breakfast, dinner, and tea. It's the same revolting swill. It's yucky.
It's garbage.
It's slop.
Why do you put up with it?
What else can we do? Nowhere else we can go. No parents.
No families.
Some of us remember our parents.
Most dead.
Do you remember yours, Olivia?
No, I think they died in an accident when I was a baby. But look, this might be my mother.
She's very like you.
She must be your mother.
Perhaps she is, but I'll never know.
You mustn't let Miss Murdstone see that. She'll take it off you.
She wouldn't dare.
She would and she does. Takes all my trinkets off us. She says to my old man to leave. He'll give us them back unless we misbehave.
And she always finds a way we've misbehaved, even when we haven't.
So no one ever gets them back. Then she sells them.
Well, she's not having mine.
We're just like you, Olivia. We had spirit. We had hopes.
They soon get dashed.
Is it really that bad?
You won't believe it. You know what we do for 14 hours a day? We sew. Sew and sew.
Sew and sew. What do you sew?
All clothes that Mrs. Murdstone sells on for a profit.
And mailbags. They're the worst of all. They tear your fingers into shreds.
Sounds like Miss Murdstone's a right so-and-so.
Don't let Miss Murdstone hear you say that, or she'll have you soon at double time.
But I'm useless at sewing. The nuns tried to teach me, but I kept making mistakes. I once sewed up the bottom of Mother Superior's habit so badly she couldn't get into it.
Well, you must learn fast, otherwise you'll be in big trouble.
Did I hear someone mention trouble?
I hope none of you are thinking of causing any, for as you know, my punishment is swift and terrible. What do you say, Dickon? Donkeys. Did I give you permission to snigger? Dickon, what have donkeys got to do with discipline? It's just that anyone would have to be a donkey to make trouble. Not quite the way I'd express it, but I take your point. And so I trust you, all of you young orphans. I also hope that you've explained the strict rules I expect to Olivia.
Yes, Mr. Murdstone.
And now it's time for breakfast.
Oh.
I thought you'd be pleased. Dickon, start serving your culinary masterpiece. Do what? Dish out the gruel, man. Orphans, line up and enjoy.
taste it.
Oh, it's not fit for pigs. I'm not putting up with it.
What are you going to do?
You'll see. Excuse me, sir. Can I have less?
Les! Ah, Dickon, I've come over all funny.
You're not making me laugh.
I could have sworn I heard this child say she wanted less.
Yeah, you heard right. Starving dogs wouldn't eat this. And besides, what's this fly doing in it?
It looks like fresh food. Don't shout too loud or everyone will want one.
I want less lot. And while we're about it, less sewing. We all want less, don't we, guys? I said, don't we, guys? What's the matter with you lot? Afraid to stand up for your own rights?
Rights! Rights! In here you have no rights. You're here to work and to do as you're told. Less, miss, less. I'll give you less. Less freedom, less light, less company, less everything. Dickon, put her in the hole.
What's the hole? What's the hole?
A windowless hole way underground.
No light, no mattress, no nothing.
The mildew runs down the wall.
And so do the spiders!
Did I give you permission to talk? Do you want the hole too? Well, girl, you've only been here 2 minutes and already you're making trouble. Let's see if 3 days in the hole dampens your rebellious nature. Dickon, take her down.
You'll have to catch me first.
Look, she's running across the yard.
She tried climb the gate.
Can't be done, they're too high.
No, look, she's at the top. She's over.
She's free!
Silence when you cheer. Dickon, after her.
But I'll never climb the gate. I'm too old.
What's that at your belt?
The keys to the gate.
Precisely! After her!
Yes, Miss Murdstone.
And as for you lot, in case you get any ideas of following Olivia's bad example, it's just water for you for the rest of the day and 2 hours extra sewing. Groan as much as you like. Blame it on Olivia.
I don't blame Olivia. I wish I had a spirit.
It's going to be an awful long day, but it's worth it.
Orphans, 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 shut up in an orphanage day and night. Orphans, 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 working hard as slaves, do you think that's right? Orphans, 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 nobody to listen to our cries. Orphans, 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 no one cares about you when you're out of sight. It's not right.
That horrible orphanage, it's worse than the convent, if that's possible. These poor girls, the grown-ups don't seem to care about them at all. All they do is bully them and treat them horribly and use them to make money. It's not fair. If I were a grown-up, I'd rescue them straight off. That's what I would do. No messing about. Or would I? Would I grow cold and unfeelingly, like Miss Murdstone or Mother Superior? Is that what being grown up does to you? Well, maybe it's because they've just never had any happiness in their lives. Well, neither have I, but I'm certainly not going to let that get me down. There has got to be some happiness somewhere. Can't just vanish without trace. Somewhere in this world, someone must care. Somewhere there's a better place. For there has to be some happiness
Ah, Missy,
Dickon, have you come to take me back?
do you really think I'd take you back to that horrible place?
But you'll get in trouble with Miss Murdstone.
She'll never know. I'll tell her I couldn't find you.
Dickon, you're not from these parts, are you?
No, Missy. I'll be from Bristol.
Well, why don't you go home instead of putting up with Miss Murdstone?
It's the only life I know.
And why do you make the same revolting slop every meal?
It's what Mrs. M showed me to do.
But there's all kinds of things. Soup, that would make a nice change, and you could even grow your own vegetables so Mrs. Murdstone couldn't grumble about the cost.
Aye. Hadn't thought of that. Damn if I don't give that a go. Thank you, Missy. It'll give me something enjoyable to do. Anyways, where be you going?
London.
London? Donkeys.
What?
Donkeys. There'd be a farm just down the road. You can always ride one down to London.
But that would be stealing.
Nay, Missy. Just borrowing. Mind ye, if the code you had it, they'd hang you for sure. Best not take old Dickon's advice.
Oh, Dickon, I thought you were mean as nasty as all the other people I've met in my life, but you're actually really very nice.
I'll never wash that cheek again. Not that I ever do.
Goodbye, Dickon.
Goodbye, Missy. Nay, Olivia.
I'm married.
Then buy a sixpenny bunch for your girlfriend.
Done.
Eliza Doolittle, how'd you do it? Eliza could sell ice to an Eskimo.
Well, you got to make a living, ain't ya?
I never sell a quarter as much as Eliza. What am I doing wrong?
You know your trouble, Annie. You talk too posh.
Let's face it, dearie. You ain't Cockney, like what we are.
I don't make you a bad person.
Did I say it did, Queenie?
Here comes a gent now. I'll try my luck. Excuse me, sir. Would you be so kind as to purchase a small posy of flowers?
Flowers? Humbug. The only flowers I want are on my grave, because I won't have to pay for them.
The whole one there, Diary. You know who that was?
Who?
Ebenezer Scrooge. The meanest, most miserable skinflint in all of London. He's even meaner than my old man.
Annie, I'm curious about you. Where are you from? With your la-di-da accent, you could pass for a proper lady.
More could be said of your Eliza.
I could be a Lady Doris, if I set my mind to it.
John.
I could too.
Then what's that song we heard you singing the other day?
What song?
You know, about all you wanted was a warm and comfortable chair.
Oh, that. Just a song I heard somewhere. No, Flo. I envy Annie and the way she talks. What I want to be most in the world is a lady.
A lady? You?
I don't want a room somewhere. I don't want a fire and a cozy chair. There's just one thing I long to be. And as it off, well, hits it off with the aristocracy. I want to be a lady. That's what I long to be.
like I'm proper. I want to be a proper lady, dripping with diamonds and pearls. I'll be going places, you'll see me at the races with dukes and barons and earls. Yes, I'm gonna be a lady, just watch me, girls.
She wants to be a lady, ever so smart and posh. When she used to curse and swear, now she just declare a wash. How terrible!
Never gonna sell another flower bouquets from fellas won't be hard to find. For it will be well in my power to leave a trail of broken heart behind. And I want to be a proper lady, dripping with diamonds and pearls. I'll be going places, you'll see me at the races with dukes and barons and earls. Yes, I'm gonna be a lady, just watch me, girls.
Get
You're not a real lady, Eliza. You're too common.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. I had a lovely dream last night.
I had a nightmare. It's called my husband.
I dreamt of these old professors who took me up and learned me how to talk proper. In less than a year, I was mixing with all the society circles and with the tops.
Excuse me, madame.
Oh, here you are, sir. Tuppence a bunch. Don't I know you somewhere? You're the cricketer fellow with the beard. W.G. Race.
I'm afraid not. I'm George Bernard Shaw.
Never heard of you. Have you, girls?
No.
But I'm a famous theatre critic and playwright.
We never go to the theatre.
Musicals, what will I?
My old maid said follow the beam.
and don't dilly-dally on the way.
So, I couldn't help overhearing what you were saying about your dream.
So,
It's given me an idea for a play. Would you care to take two with me at the Ritz?
the Ritz! Go on. You're kidding me.
No, I'm in earnest. I'm sure you can discuss your dream in greater detail.
All right, Mr. George Bernard Shaw, you're on. What did I tell you, girls? It may only be for half an hour, but I'm going to be a real ritzy lady.
Liza will never be a lady in the monster Sunday.
You're the only one what can make a lady, Annie. Got the posh accent.
Must have been how I was brought up.
How was you, brother? Yeah, you never let on about your past.
I wish I had a past to talk about. All I can recall is waking up in a hospital up north. Must have been, 10 years ago. I remember everything after that. Coming to London and everything, but before that, nothing.
You poor thing. Don't you not know nothing? Not even a little clue?
All I've got is this.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Look creamy. Oh, you're a bonny baby, Annie. You look Flo.
Growing up as pretty as your picture diary.
Oh, it's not me.
Who is it then?
I don't know, but I wouldn't part with it for all the world.
Ain't you ever got married?
No, I've had offers, but I couldn't. It just didn't seem right. I don't know why.
Maybe you was married, dearie. Your husband's looking all over England for you.
Stop it, Doris. You're making me cry.
You're always romantic, Flo. I was romantic once, then I married my old man. Well, you're a mystery, right, Annie? Let's not dwell on it. Let's all calm down and have a cup of chai at Sid's Cafe.
Well, Doctor, what do you think?
I think we're done for, Fagin, unless you get another gang together. Quick.
I'm inclined to agree, Doctor.
Otherwise, I can see you and I getting honest jobs. Dodger! I didn't mean it. It just slipped out.
Fagin, wash your mouth up with soap. No, you ain't made them for honestly. No, we gotta think. We got a plan.
I'll tell you the truth, Dodger. I miss all the lads. Even that young Oliver what did for us. Oh well. All over now. Got to look to the future. We had some good times though, didn't we, Dodger?
We had some good times, didn't we?
We had a great team that won't be forgotten. Everyone pulled their weight and they just like to sing. I miss them, something rotten.
We had a good thing going for us, but then it all went down the drain. But what the heck? Let's start all over and the good time will come again.
There was me, Fagin,
And me, the Artful Dodger.
there was Jack the lad, and little Jim.
There was Bob, there was Bill, there was Walter, there was Will, and the great big lad we called Tiny Tim. Then young Oliver Twist came along, and somehow it all came unstuck. It weren't his fault that things were wrong, and wherever he is we wish him best of luck. What a team we had, what a team we had. We thought it would last and last, but now it's all in the past. We had some good times, didn't we? We had a great team that all got together. We got richer each day. We were well on the way to being the greatest ever. We had a good thing going for us, but then it all went down the drain. But what the heck? Let's start all over and the good time will come again. Yes, the good times will come again.
The good times will come again. Dodger, do you see what I see?
What?
That girl. Don't you remind you of someone?
Who?
Oliver Twist. Just as green looking as he was when he came to London.
Fagin, you ain't thinking of using a girl.
Desperate times demand desperate measures. Let's do it.
You're on.
Hello, child. You look lost.
That I am, sir.
Well, you're a lucky girl you met us, because what we don't know about London ain't worth knowing. Poor child, you look hungry.
That I am, sir.
What's your name, dearie?
Olivia.
Well, Olivia, how would you like to earn a penny?
What do we have to do?
I'll give you a simple test, and if you pass, lots more pennies to be earned.
What is it? Reading, arithmetic? Do us a favour. Do we look like teachers?
Here's a posh gentleman walking this way. I want you to go up to him and ask him the way to Shoreditch.
But I thought you knew everywhere in London.
They moved it. Roadworks, you know.
Well, it's a funny sort of test, but all right.
Thank you, Liza. I've enjoyed our chat and I've got many play in mind. I'm going to call it the Pygmalion.
Eh? You're calling me a pig?
No, it's a heroine of a classical legend.
You can't have a title like that. You need something catchy that the public really go for.
Any suggestions?
Well, has to be something to do with London. London Bridge is falling down? Nah, they ain't no good. I got it! My Fair Lady!
My Fair Lady? No commercial value whatsoever.
Go on, now.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, what is it, child?
Do you know the way to Shoreditch?
The way to Shoreditch? Why would I want to know the way to Shoreditch? And anyone I know wants to either. I believe it's somewhere in that direction.
Let's scarper.
What the? Help! I've been robbed! My wallet's been stolen! You, child, you're responsible. I shall summon the police.
Hold on, it weren't her fault. I saw who did it. It was a young lad and an old geezer.
She must be their accomplice.
They gave me a penny to ask you the way. I didn't know they were going to rob you. Here, you can have that penny.
A penny? There was £10 in that wallet. No, this is a case for the police.
Hold on, Mr. George Bernard High and Mighty Shaw. What's your name, girl?
Olivia,
And how much money you got, Olivia?
this penny.
Nothing else?
No.
Don't you see? This little girl was offering you all she had in the world. If it was the other way round, did you offer all your riches? Because I know you're well off, ain't ya?
Young lady, I owe you an apology. Here. Here's £1. Oh, and one for you too, Eliza. I believe I was a crusty-old curmudgeon who jumped to the wrong conclusion.
But your wallet, it was nicked. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
A false one, my dear. I was warned by my friend Oscar Wilde about the danger of pickpockets.
So there weren't a tenner in it.
No, just something I couldn't use, which they were welcome to.
What was that?
2 tickets to the opera. It's Wagner. 4 hours long. I bid you good evening.
You hungry, girl?
I could eat a horse.
Don't tempt fate. There's some round here that do. I'll pay. I'll go treat us to a snap-up meal.
That's lovely, but I've got £1 too. I'll pay.
Now, your need is greater than mine. You got anywhere to stay tonight?
No.
You can keep at my place. There ain't much room to swing a cat, but if you don't mind squeezing in.
Thank you, that would be lovely, Mum.
Ma'am? Blimey, ain't you polite? Girl, you call me Eliza, and I'll call you Olivia. Olivia what, by the way?
St. Francis.
St. Francis? Never heard of a name like that before.
I was named after the convent where they brought me as a baby.
So you're an orphan then? Shame. Even more reason to see you treated proper. Tomorrow, I'll take you to Mrs. Dilber. She runs what she calls a poor school for girls. She's a kindly old soul. She sails a bit closer to the wind at times, but she treats the girls good. Have you had any fun? Don't seem like you've had much.
I haven't.
Right then, after our grub, we'll take you to the music halls. Come on, Olivia, let's go.
Evening, Fagin. What's your dodger? Hello, Charlie. Night to drawing in. So they are saying no lads like though.
It's a hard life. Hard for us too, Dodger. An empty wallet. Never had that happen before. It's an embarrassment to a man of my professional stature, that's what it is.
Not quite empty, Fagin. Look, two tickets to the opera.
Yeah, but no money. Bloke must be skinned.
Can't be skint if you can afford these. May as well use them.
You mean flog him? Now you're talking.
No, not flog him. Use them properly.
You don't mean. But you don't like opera. I don't like opera. Nobody likes opera.
Some people must, otherwise it wouldn't be full every night. Give it a shot, Fagin.
I met an opera singer once.
What was he like? Did he throw tantrums and spit his dummy out like I heard they do?
How should I know? Bloke was Italian. Couldn't understand a bloomin' word he said. Seemed a nice enough bloke though, but did hear he had a tragic accident on stage.
Go on, serious. Was it?
Finished his career, poor fella. You see, he used to train on spaghetti. Morning, noon, and night. Nothing but spaghetti. Then, one night in the opera house, he tried to hit a top C. His voice cracked, and I see the first 3 rows of stalls.
I knew you wanted me off favour.
But you ain't serious, are you, Dodger? About us going in there?
Of course I am. And how do you know you don't like it when you ain't tried it?
Well, alright. But if I die of boredom, you're paying for my funeral.
Don't be such an old grouch. We might enjoy it.
Let's go to the opera. Let's go see the show. Let's go to the opera. We might enjoy it. You never know.
The tenors may be corseted,
And there's fathers, rather slums. But let's go to the opera. And we'll have a great night out. Let's go to the opera. Let's go see the show. Let's go to the opera. It's the in-place, don't you know? Everyone wants to be seen there, mixing with queens and kings. And the opera isn't over till the fat lady sings.
One hour. 2 hours. 3 hours. 4 hours.
We've been to the opera 4 hours and a half. During all the opera, there was not a single laugh. Except when during an aria, the tenor tripped and fell and landed on top of that fat lady, which was probably just as well.
Dodger, I've lost the will to live.
Best thing I've ever seen. I made my mind up. I'm going to be an opera singer.
And I want to be a ballet dancer.
No, I'm going to be a famous singer. From now on, it's goodbye to life off dishonestly.
But Dodger, I can only do dishonest. I ain't suited to anything else.
You can be my agent.
Now you're talking.
And the opera wasn't over till the fat lady sang, and here she is. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. And the evening's finally over, now the fat lady sang.
Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Mrs. Silver.
Are you ready with the hustle like and how to cope with it?
I think we know it by heart now.
Good. Then you won't have any trouble repeating it then. Are you all ready?
Yes, Mrs. Silver. Eliza!
Eliza. It's not the day for your lesson.
Olivia? This is Olivia, and I'd like you to take her in.
So you, Eliza, anything. Hello, Olivia, and welcome to Mrs. Dilber's Poor Schools for Girls. I, of course, am Mrs. Dilber, and these are my girls. Say hello to Olivia, girls.
I think I'm going to enjoy it here.
Of course you will. I wouldn't have rang you otherwise. Now, you will come and visit me, won't you?
You know I will.
And I'll see you and the other girls when I come to teach my weekly lesson.
What do you teach, Eliza?
Elocution of the English language, which is spoken by our own dear Queen. Best be off. Got a living to make. Bye, Olivia.
Goodbye, Eliza.
Bye, Mrs. D.
Bye, Eliza.
Bye, girls.
Okay, girls, let's make our latest arrival feel at home. Make friends with her and tell what we do here.
We get up at about 7. Those of us who sleep here. Milk and bread and jam for breakfast. Then we do a couple hours of lessons. Reading, writing, arithmetic, history and geography.
And the elocution of English language.
Like what is big one and be a queen. And then there's the useful skills like housework.
Cooking.
And knitting and sewing.
Oh, not sewing. I'm useless at it.
What are you good at, Olivia?
Singing? Well, that's a new one. We don't learn that here. Perhaps you could teach us. I'd love to.
All right, girls, stop your chattering. Well, I have a few words with our new people. Well, Olivia, what do you think?
It's lovely. I'm going to enjoy it here. But how do you do it? It must cost a bit to run.
I was coming to that. We teach our school institution, and we have to run our own keep. There's lessons in the morning, and the rest of the day you earn the dosh. There's a laundry, which brings in a fair income, and some of the girls look in.
Some of us do mending and darning. Some of us make clothes and ladies' hats for sale.
Some are in part-time service with the gentry, or work in shops. Others go out collecting to charity.
What charity?
The charity begins at home, dearie. Everyone hands over what they earn, be it a penny or a pound. Half goes to the Olivia's place, I takes my cut, and the rest is for the girls. Are you happy with that?
It sounds more than fair.
Seems like Olivia wants to join us, girls.
Yay!
Now then, we'll have to decide what work she's suited for.
She said she's good at singing.
Is she now? All right then, Olivia, let's hear you.
You mean sing right now?
Sing, 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 sing.
Very well then. Just a simple little tune. I don't know all the words, so I'll allow the bits I don't know. If there's a star to wish upon, la 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 la, la 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 la, la la la. If there's a star to dream upon, la 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 la, la 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 la. I hope all your dreams come true.
That's lovely, Olivia. Wasn't that nice, girls?
Yes.
I ain't never had to play to sing before, but I'll ask around. In the meantime, why don't you join our charity team? Belle, Belinda, Little Dora, step forward. These are the girls that work in the East End, and very well they do too.
Loads of money.
But you're such a good team, I don't want to split you up. Olivia, you better join Emily and Charlotte. They work in the West End.
People are rich in the West End.
And Mina. It's tough to get money out of them.
We'll have to be even tougher then.
Yeah.
It seems like you'll do well here, Olivia. Emily, Charlotte, where's your pitch today?
Covent Garden. Covent Garden? That means I'll see Eliza again.
Don't think she's only chatting with her. She's a terrible gossip, is Eliza. Come on, everyone, to work. No, darn it, it's Sunday tomorrow. Let's all have a holiday.
Yay!
I don't know. You've only been here 10 minutes, Olivia, and already you've got me to go for holiday. But what the heck? We've had a good week, so we can afford a little break. We'll start again on Monday, but as Olivia wasn't here for it, let's repeat today's lesson. The winner takes all. Grab a toy heading for a fall. That's life. Life is a sham, it's a scam, it's a gamble to survive. That's life. Life is a trick in your slick hand and quick to stay alive. That's life. You need some luck in the stuck, you must duck and you must dive. That's life. Living on the edge of the knife. That's life. That's life. Got to get a grip on it. Oil, trim and zip on it. That's life. That's life.
Where's Annie? I live in the next room to her, and I heard a terrible crash early this morning. What happened? Fell downstairs and bumped her head. Poor thing. Says she'll be along with us as soon as your headache wears off. I wish my headache would wear off. You were snoring when I left him this morning.
How are you feeling, love? I heard you had a little accident.
Oh, I'm all right. Just a little fuzzy.
Was you knocked out, dearie?
Yes, and the funny thing was, when I came around, it was as if I wasn't in my own home. I was lying in a field somewhere. There was smoke and a fire and people shouting and a baby crying.
Oh, you must have done dreaming.
No, it was too real for a dream.
You know what you've had? A flashback.
What?
Got a bump on the head and it starts bringing back memories.
Maybe it's cured you. And Biscothia.
Amnesia! Who knows, dearie? If anything else starts coming back to you, I know just the person to take you to. A detective who can find out who you really are.
Wouldn't that cost a lot of money?
Nah, here's me a favour. Anything else come back to you?
Just a little tune. La 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 la.
Ain't you got a lovely voice?
I ain't never heard that song before. What is it?
I don't know. Just kind of came to me in my head. I know there are some words to it, but I can't remember them.
Come on, I'll take you to him now. It's a bit of a trek to Baker Street, so we'll get a cab.
That'll cost a fortune.
Nah, I'll get Billy Archer, the cabbie, to take us. He owes me a favour.
Strike me an arse, London knows your favourite, Liza.
3/4, Queenie. 3/4.
Hello, girls. What are you up to? We don't want any money from you. It wouldn't be fair. The charity we're collecting for is ourselves. You'll have a tough time getting money off the rich folks around here. Good luck to you. You'll need it. We'll see. Look, here comes a crowd now. Emily, Charlotte, show me how it's done. You'll have to do better than that, girls. Let me show you. If you've got cash, why go and hoard it? Give us a coin. You can afford it, then you can enjoy the charity ride. Spinning a hole there in your pocket. Think of the good. If you unlock it, there is nothing quite like the charity ride. Drag from a little wallet, you may think it's like stealing, but there is nothing like that very special one-hearted feeling. When you help someone's needy, you feel so good. Oh yes, indeed, then you can enjoy the charity ride. When you have helped someone who's needy, you feel so good. Oh yes, indeed, there is nothing quite like the charity ride. Filling a hole there in your pocket, think of the good. If you unlock it, there is nothing quite like the charity ride. Drag from a little wallet, you may think it's like stealing, but there is nothing like that
Olivia. Look how much money we've made.
Mom, 3 minutes than we usually do in a week.
We're not done yet. Look, here comes somebody else.
No use trying him, dearie. He's Ebenezer Scrooge.
I don't care if he's Frankenstein's monster. He can still cough up. Excuse me, sir. I'm sure you would love to join all these very kind people in giving to charity.
Charity? Humble.
I'm sure you can't win that. Think of all the poor who suffer so greatly.
Oh, no prisons? No workhouses?
There are indeed, sir, but I'm sure many would rather die than go there.
Then they better do so and decrease the surface population.
You, sir, are a disgrace and need to be taught a lesson, and I'm sure you will be one day. You may be determined to hang on to your money, but I'm just as determined to relieve you of it.
Young lady, no one has ever had the effrontery to talk to me like that. I like you, and I admire your nerve. You remind me of myself when young. Therefore, I'm about to do something I've never done before, never intend to in the future. Here's a penny.
A penny?
Very well then, another 6 pence.
A sixpence? A mere sixpence? A man of all your riches? A sixpence?
Young lady, your persistence is commendable, but beginning to annoy me. Let this be the last you do here. Here's a florin, and if any of you lot let on about this to my business associates, I'll cancel Christmas.
Little Olivia.
You almost got me in big trouble.
Then this reputable is behind us doing, and indirectly is down to you. Much to the disgust and despair of the criminal underworld, we have retired, gone straight. As luck would have it, young Dodger has a natural talent for the thespian arts.
Do what?
The stage, Dodger, the stage. Also has this great singing voice too. Gilbert and Sullivan heard about it and straight away cast him to this new piece they're trying out.
Well, I'm very glad to hear it.
We couldn't help but hear you singing just then, and you're just the person we need.
You see, Gilbert and Sullivan are looking for a girl just like you. Someone to play the daughter.
Well, I don't know. I love singing, but I'd have to ask Mrs. Dilber.
Mrs. Dilber? An over old bag? Pardon me, dear lady.
We can swing it with you. Besides, there's money in it for you.
Well, if it's all right with Mrs. Dilber, then yes, I'd love to do it.
I take 10% for discovering you, dearie, and 10% for Dodger too.
It's a shame you can't take 10% off you too.
Seems I'm the perfect part for the judge. Who'd have thought it? Fate can be in a judge.
Well, if it's all right with Mrs. Dilber, then yes, I'd love to do it.
Had to go. Let's go and have a chat with her.
And then we'll introduce you to Gilbert and Sullivan.
You don't look your usual cheerful self this morning.
I'm bored, Watson. No case to apply my exceptional mind for more than a month. No international instance to uncover. No royal indiscretion to hide. No frog-shrouded Dartmoor mysteries to unravel. Unless something turns up soon, I fear my intellect might decay even down to your level.
That bad, eh?
Excuse me, Sir Holmes, but you have 2 visitors.
Show the ladies in.
Yes, sir. Holmes, how on earth did you deduce they were ladies?
Mrs. Hudson's hair was untidy. She always tidies it for gentlemen visitors.
Your powers are uncanny, Holmes.
And Miss Steele is one of the ladies, sir.
Eliza, lovely to see you. Watson, this is Eliza Doolittle, my favourite flower seller. She was instrumental in helping me solve the Flower Shop of Horrors. One of your best little successes, I understand.
Miss Doolittle, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise, I'm sure. That story what you wrote about me was really terrific.
Well, Eliza, what can I do for you?
Not for me. For my friend Danny here. She lost her memory and I want you to find it for her.
Interesting. Not the usual kind of case I'd take on, but a challenge nonetheless. And, Annie, is there anything you can tell me?
This morning, I got this flashback of me lying in a field somewhere. There was fire and smoke and noise, a baby crying, and bits of metal everywhere.
You never told me the bit about the metal, Annie.
It's just come back to me.
And how long have you had this memory loss, Annie?
for 10 years, near enough. I can remember everything, like coming to London, but before that, everything's just a blank.
Post-traumatic shock syndrome.
Doctor, mind your language.
The good doctor's probably correct in his diagnosis. And where is the hospital, Annie?
In Stockport.
Come, Watson.
Where are we going?
To the offices of the Times. There, we shall look up the back pages of 10 years ago and see if there are any clues in those esteemed pages. Eliza, Annie, stay as long as you like. I'm sure Mrs. Hudson will be too pleased to offer you some tea and cakes.
Mrs. Hudston's Victoria Sponge are supreme.
Well, Annie, you're the best detective in the world on your case. If he can't find out who you really are, no one can.
Oh, I hope you can, Eliza.
Come on, let's go have some tea and Victoria's Sponge.
I'll join you in a minute. Who am I wish I knew. Who am I? What can I do to find the person you seek? To find the someone who's me. Who am I? What was my past? Did good things ever come my way? The years may have gone, but still I'll carry on till I find out who am I someday.
And now it's over to the Savoy Theatre for the last scene of Trial by Judge. All cast to the stage, please. Quiet on stage, please. Quiet on stage.
Here comes the judge, all being standing. Although the judge has no understanding of the wrongdoers' mentalities, it matters not a jot, for the judge will find him guilty, whether guilty or not.
Bring in the defendant.
Bring in the defendant.
Constable, what is the defendant charged with?
Before I speak, I like to say something.
Proceed.
The defendant has asked for 347 other offences to be taken into consideration. They include burglary, fraud, pickpocketing, breaking and entering, safe-cracking and highway robbery.
All minor misdemeanors. Fined 1 penny. Constable, what is the offence for which he was arrested?
Last night I was proceeding in a southeasterly direction when I observed the defendant under a lamp eating an apple. When he had finished the apple, he dropped the core on the ground.
You mean to say he littered the streets of our fair city?
Yes, Leonard.
This is definitely a hanging offence. Prisoner in the dock, how do you plead?
I'm a Groveland manner.
Before I pass sentence, do you have anything to say in your defence?
No, Al. I
was a cracking credit to the criminal community. Where pockets could be picked, I picked at every opportunity. Then you might be right into my ingenuity. I was a cracking credit to the criminal community.
He was a cracking credit to the criminal community.
His occupation kept him fit as it was far from sedentary, although it may be much applied by persons prone to pedantry. He went about his business with a joke and certain pleasantry. His victims never asked him to return the gifts they lent to him.
His victims never asked him to return the gifts they lent to him.
If I could find a way to give my family security, undoubtedly I would become a paragon of purity. Although I would have been allowed to lawlessness. Lawlessness? Ah, yes. I promise that I will become a model citizen.
He promises to be a model citizen, no more or less. He promises to be a model citizen, no more or less. He promises to be a model citizen, no more or less. No more or less, no more or less, no more or less, no more or less.
He knows that he could be a useful member of society and lead a blameless life without a moment's inappropriate. But once and all he swears that he could give the criminality, and his career will be concluded with complete finality.
Yes, his career will be concluded with complete finality. With complete finality, finality, finality.
Despite your convincing argument, I am not inclined to clemency. Before I pass sentence, is there anyone else who can present mitigating evidence?
Yes, sir. I'm the defendant's daughter, and I would just like to say this. Oh, please don't imprison my father, although he's been wicked and wild. For if you imprison my father, they'll call me the convict's child. You may have good reason to doubt him, but he has been cruelly revised. I don't know what we'll do without him, so pity the convict's child. My life will be over forever, and so will my poor mother's too. But I know that my father can be good, if you can be good to him too. Oh, please don't imprison my father, although he's been wicked and wild. For if you imprison my father, they'll call me the convict's child. So pity the convict's child.
Young lady, you have touched both the court and myself with your plea, and have persuaded me to show your father mercy. I now release him into your custody. Make sure he picks up his apple course in future.
Yes, sir.
Court adjourned.
All right.
Thank you. Here's the £5 I promised you. Oh, and what's your name again?
Hello, where's Eliza?
At Mrs. Dalbert's. Gone to give the girls another lesson.
Elocution and English language.
Like
was
spoken by our own dear Queen. Have you heard anything from that Sherlock Holmes?
Sherlock.
No, not yet.
It's been 3 weeks now.
Hello, Eliza.
Hello, girls. Ain't it lovely news about Olivia?
Oh,
You okay, dearie?
yes, I'm fine. Olivia. Did you say Olivia?
Yeah, you haven't met her, have you? She's a lovely little girl. And now she's at talk of the town with us singing.
How old is she?
About 11 or 12. You don't look at all well, love. It's a memory coming back to her, like my old man when he comes home tipsy. Shouldn't have thought you'd remember anything at this stage. Nah, give him a helping hand from a rolling pin.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, any news?
We have indeed.
Annie, it seems that 10 years ago you were a passenger in a train crash outside Manchester.
Oh no, so that's what my flashback was.
We found a clue in a handbag in the police station in the area of a birth certificate of a baby. Thank you, I deserve it.
Olivia, you were amazing. I always knew you could do it. Go on, sing us a song.
Oh, I couldn't.
Please.
Very well then, just a simple little tune. I don't know all the words, so I'll allow those I don't. If there's a star to dream upon,
I wish the best for you.
how did you know that?
How did you know it?
It's something I've known all my life, but nobody else does.
Except the one who sung it to a little child. Olivia?
Mother! Mother, I thought you were... What happened? Why did you leave me with those horrible nuns?
I didn't know a thing about it, darling. We were in a train crash, and I lost my memory for 10 years, but it's all come back to me, and... Oh, Olivia!
Mother, that song you made up, how does it go? The bits I don't know. If there's a star to dream upon,
I wish the best for you. Always be glad, never be sad, all your whole life through.
if there's a star to dream upon,
Dreaming is what I'll do. And if there's a star to hope upon,
I wish the best for you.
I hope all your dreams come true.
Seems like the mystery solved itself. Ain't it lovely? My two favourite people in the world, mother and daughter.
It's all thanks to you, Eliza.
Yes, you've been a great friend.
So glad Annie's recovered from her aspidistra.
Amnesia! Oh, there you are, Olivia. Congratulations. I'm so pleased, and so are my girls. I've given them a day off especially.
Mrs. Dilber, girls, I've got wonderful news. I'm not an orphan anymore. This is my mother.
Well, Olivia, it looks like you've had an eventful life. Any other surprises for me?
Missy, Olivia. If it ain't Missy, Olivia.
Dickon, what are you doing here?
Donkeys.
I beg your pardon.
Donkeys. I own a string of donkeys and give children rides on them down the seaside. Up for a day trip.
Everyone, this is a kind friend and a very old friend.
Hello, I'm Annie.
Nice to meet you. I'm allowed to do this.
So you left the orphanage then?
Aye, Missy. Not before it was closed down though, and Miss Murdstone dismissed. Thanks to you, all the girls did a runaway, and there was a great stink about it. Anyways, over and done with, and everyone's happier for it.
Seems like everyone's happier when Olivia comes into their lives. Not necessarily richer, but happier.
I'll drink to that.
So will my old man.
Let's all drink to that, and I'm paying.
Thank you.